Well, happy fall. It's not May. Isn't that how it goes? April flowers bring May showers?
May showers, right.
It's very rainy in the fall in New England. So anyways, it's a little wet. Don't mind the water beads on the truck, all over the truck, and maybe a few specks of dirt. But behind, to the side of me, I have LGD 30. So it's a pretty large number for us. It's a pretty big milestone. That means 30 giveaways today, as of now. Not in the books, 29 in the books. We've officially awarded 29 giveaways. So 29 trucks that are pretty similar to this, different colors, different wheel and tire setups, but diesel trucks plus a boatload of cash awarded to random people 29 separate times. By the time that you're seeing this video, we might have awarded 29 as of today when I'm making the video. It's October 4th. We don't have a winner yet, but we should have a winner in the next few days. So by the time that you're seeing this, 29 has been most likely awarded to the winner, whoever that is, because we have no idea yet. But point is that you could win this one right here, just like LGD 29 winner did, again, by the time that you see this video. And then again, the 28 past winners before that person, whoever, him or her, of 29. So you could be number 30 with this thing. It's a 2022 High Country 2500 Duramax. It has the black interior, not the brown, but nonetheless, it's still a High Country, so it's still the top of the line Duramax model you can get. This one specifically is brand spanking new. It has, I believe, 700 miles on it. We'll show you when we get inside and show you the interior. But literally bought this thing right off the lot, right off the lot. Brought it straight to our shop, took it apart, wrapped it, threw a lift kit on it, wheels and tires, did the lights, painted all the parts, and now it looks like that. So let's go over it. I'm gonna do a full in-depth detail of this thing. Sometimes I miss the rock lights, so I'm gonna start with the rock lights first, because usually that's like the last thing I say. We have our own line of rock lights, high power LEDs, very, very odd, very unlikely for you to ever buy a set of these and have them go out. But if they do, they have a warranty, so you can get those replaced by us if you ever do have them go out, but odds are you probably won't. So on this truck, we have 18 rock lights, 2 in each wheel well. So that's a total of 8, 2 on the sides, 2 on both sides. So that's a total of 12, 2 front, back. So that's a total of 16. So I'm missing 2. I believe the other 2 are down the center of the truck, so that the whole entire underneath of the truck is lit up. So rock lights normally last. With that, we can move on to the exterior of the truck. We're gonna start with the wrap. So it's Avery gloss orange, and we had to match the paint, or sorry, we had to match the wrap with paint, which is what we have to do every single time we wrap a truck, because the normal way that people wrap vehicles is just wrap the car, and then a lot of people don't understand that you can match paint to wrap. So every single time we wrap a truck, wrap a car, and we want to do other pieces that cannot be wrapped, I'm not going to go into explaining this because I do it every single time I do an overview video of a wrapped vehicle, that anything that's wrapped or anything that can't be wrapped needs to be painted in the same exact color as the wrap. If you want to have that same color on a part that you can't wrap, you need to paint it. You can't wrap it. So for instance, the badges, they have a little bit of texture on them from factory. They have a bunch of little speckles. It's not a perfectly smooth surface. So you could, technically speaking, wrap that, bring the wrap around the edges, and it would stay, but it's not done right. It's not 100% adhered to the surface. You're gonna have some air pockets in between all of those little specks, and it's not right. So anyways, emblem, the inside of it is painted in orange. The whole entire grille was painted white because we have our High Country letters taken out over here. So basically, if we didn't have that white painted grille underneath this, we wouldn't be able to have those white letters. So it's wrapped in orange with the High Country all cut out with an X-Acto blade. All of these grille bars are painted in the factory pearl white. Also painted in the factory pearl white is the hood scoop, hood vent, whatever you want to call it. Bumper entirely wrapped. Skid plate entirely wrapped. Valance, all painted. So we didn't wrap this one in black or white and then wrap it. That's actually painted in gloss orange to match the wrap. Insides of the headlights, I always say this, you cannot wrap the inside, you shouldn't wrap the inside of headlights, because the heat that gets trapped inside there will eventually bubble up in all of your corners, and it's gonna look like absolute shit. So never wrap the inside of headlights. If you really wanna match the color of your wrap on the inside of your headlights, as I said before, you need to paint. So insides of headlights painted orange with white accents. Our LED bars on the top and the bottom, which are normally white when you drive, they have white DRLs. We changed those out to now amber DRLs. Same thing with our reflectors. So those are actually OEM. Those come orange. So we kept the orange LEDs since obviously the truck's all orange. We wanted to keep an orange LED theme. So those are factory orange, painted the inside white. Mirrors, again, cannot wrap them. If you wanted to wrap your mirrors, you would have to paint them first because they are textured plastic from factory. You'd have to paint them black or white or whatever you want, but you need to paint them first. You cannot wrap plastic. So these are painted gloss orange. Mirror caps also painted in gloss black. Black High Country badges on both fenders and the back tailgate. Our Duramax badges are painted in orange. You cannot wrap those. It's way too small. They would look like shop. Fog lights are opened up and painted black. Tow hooks are powder coated in white. Handles wrapped orange. Our steps, these are not factory steps. Some of the new trucks do come with steps. You have to option them out for that. We didn't order this truck. We went straight to the lot and bought it, and it didn't come with steps. Well, it didn't come with power steps. So we got amps, and these are powder coated orange with painted end caps. Moving on to the back. We did a black we did a black third brake light instead of doing orange. I just think that the black on that back fin looks good. So black third brake light. Tail lights are tinted and bordered in orange, so this again is not wrap. If you wanted to wrap this, and let's just say theoretically, if I were to tint a set of tail lights with paint tint and then put wrap on the tail lights and then cut it to exactly this line right here, just on the perimeter, the edges of the tail light, those would end up lifting. Somebody could literally walk up to your truck and lift it up in the corner. You don't want to ever have any exposed edges on wrap, especially on your tail light. So again, tinted and bordered, and that's all paint. Back here, only thing you can really see, obviously everything's wrapped. Hitch in white powder coat. And then we'll walk back up to the front. We'll start with the suspension. So suspension, we have Cognito 4-inch lift kit. It comes with the Cognito boxed UCAs, upper control arms. Those are powder coated. Actually, those are painted in orange. Powder coated badges, powder coated top cap. Spindles, those come with the kit. Those are powder coated white. Sway bar, OEM, powder coated white. Torsion bars, OEM, also powder coated white. Our bump stops from the Cognito lift kit are all powder coated white. And then if you come down to the bottom, we have a mix of white and orange with our skid plates and our cross members. Always using the perfect amount of contrast on our trucks. There's not too much going on with this kit. All you really have are blocks, lift blocks that are powder coated white. You have your new bump stop mounts, brackets, and then you have your U-bolts, which are powder coated orange, and then the Mag High Tech two-tone with orange fins, and the entire differential cover itself is powder coated white. Wheel and tire setup. For once in a long time, it's been a very long time since we've done this. American Force wheels. There was a time where American Force was super backed up because they were changing distribution centers and manufacturing centers. So we didn't use them for a very long time because everything that we need for these trucks needs to be ordered and then delivered within approximately 2 to 3 weeks. Because again, if you see a giveaway where I'm looking at something that I forgot, Fox 2.0 shocks all the way around, 2.0 resis, and then in the front we have the top mount resi clamp, powder coated orange with our actual clamp itself, powder coated white. Anyways, back to American Force. So yeah, back to our whole building process and timeline thing. So all of these trucks that you guys see don't just pop out of nowhere. They need to get built. So within that process, you have sourcing the vehicle, finding the vehicle, which could take a few days, up to a week, sometimes 2 weeks. There's nothing available. So finding the vehicle, purchasing the vehicle, usually when it's out of state. This one was luckily in state, but the next giveaway was out of state, so we had to get that shipped in. That's happened a lot recently because there's a shortage of literally everything in the world right now, especially trucks. So when we want a truck, we always look for a very specific truck. I want a white high country. It needs to be a high country. It can't be an LTZ. It needs to be a crew cab. It needs to be blah, blah, blah. So we always look for very specific trucks. And when we can't find one, it sets us back a little bit. Sometimes we need to resort to a different trim or a different color, whatever the case may be. That's just one part of the whole entire process. So then after that, we have to get the truck to Connecticut, whether it's shipping it or going to pick it up. If it's shipping, usually there's like a 4-day shipping time, transit time. And within that time, we're already ordering all the parts. We know exactly what we're doing with the truck. We know exactly what colors we're going with. Need to order all the parts, and then those parts need to be to us within 2 to 3 weeks, because while those parts are on their way, we're taking apart the truck, we're getting it wrapped, because usually wraps in stock. We'll take it to the wrap shop, make sure that it gets wrapped on time as soon as the parts are in, get them powder coated, slap them on the truck, and it's not really that easy. But headlights, all the lights on these trucks, that's a big thing. Those take time to do. Once you take them apart, which is only the first step, you then need to get everything painted. And then once they're painted, you need to put everything back together, and then you got to install it in the truck. So there's a lot of moving pieces in the puzzle. But we're getting off track here. What we were talking about is American Force, and how it's the first time that we're doing American Force wheels on a giveaway truck in a very long time. So yeah, we have American Force wheels. I forgot exactly what model these were, but they're 24x14. They have LG Supply Co on the lip twice. Plastic caps, not billet, but plastic gloss black caps, black and milled, obviously, with white powder coated spiked lug nuts. And everything else behind this wheel is stock rotor, stock calipers. There's no spacers on this truck, so it's just 24x14s and 33x14.5 tires. These are the Venom Terra Hunter XTs. Some people have mixed reviews on these. Some people say they ride weird. I've now put these tires on, I think, 5 giveaway trucks, 4 or 5, and not a single set has done us wrong. These things ride so smooth. You have a little bit of tire hum when you're driving down the road, where it's just humming in your ear, but it's nothing close to an MT tire. These are considered like an all-terrain tire, so they really are super smooth. You go over a bump, you barely feel anything. There's a common misconception with thin tires, right? That they ride like crap because they're thin, and you can imagine that it's almost like riding on a steel wheel on a carriage, right? Well, it's not at all. I don't know if this is correct or what. I'm just gonna put it out there that these things only take 45 PSI versus a stock tire takes 80. If you have 80 PSI and you bounce that thing on the ground, that's a hard bounce. If you bounce a 45 PSI tire on the ground, it's gonna be a lot softer. So it's a lot smoother of a ride, in my opinion, partially due to the PSI that's in them. But on top of that, these things are also steamrollers. So you have a lot of surface area. I'm not gonna get scientific with this and tell you guys why scientifically they ride smoother. But in my personal professional opinion, from honing stock trucks with all the stock tires in the world that you can imagine, to owning these trucks with all the different rubber band variations that you guys like to call them in the world, I can honestly say that these ride better than the stock. So do what you want with the truck. If you don't like the tires, if you don't like the wheels, take them off. And I'll tell you why. Because this is the fun part of the overview, where I get to talk about the specifics of what you're winning. So as you can see, it's the all black interior. This truck specifically has the aux switches. Again, we haven't ordered a truck in a while, partially because when we order a truck, it takes a long time to come in. But this one came with the aux switches, so our rock lights are on number 1 and number 2. Your wheel well lights are on 1, and then your underglow, your underbody lights are on another one. This truck also specifically, not all of them come with this, has the digital rear view. So you can turn it off to have the normal mirror, or you can have the digital display. It's got a camera right in the third brake light. It's pretty cool. And then that thing's perfectly clear in the middle of the night. It's got some cool night vision. Obviously your CarPlay. It's got 722 miles on the dash. 722. So by the time that we give this thing away, it's probably gonna have about 1,400, roughly. We got another month to go. So the deadline is November 11th for this one. So we have to drive to shoot spots, whether we're shooting ads or pictures or rollers, whatever it is. The trucks need to get driven. They can't just stay in one spot. We need to actually take pictures and take videos. And people are like, stop driving my truck. I'm sorry, buddy, but we gotta drive a little bit. Unintentionally. So anyways, 50 bands. What are you getting with the truck? So this is what you're gonna get. You're gonna get 2 keys to this bad boy. You're gonna get the title. Your name's gonna go on the title. So basically what that means is that you don't owe anything on the truck. There's gonna be no payments whatsoever. You're literally getting the title and you own the truck, boom, outright. 100% outright. The only thing that you're liable for is any types of state taxes that you have when you go to register the vehicle, any type of property tax, if your state has property taxes, obviously insurance. Insurance for these trucks, if you have a clean driving record, it's really not that bad because they are super, super safe. But 50 grand. So what out of this are you going to have to worry about paying? So Uncle Sam requires you to pay income tax every single year, and the truck itself is valued at, I'm gonna close that because the dinging's annoying me. The truck itself is valued at approximately $85,000 book value. So what happens when we do a giveaway is there needs to be a total approximate retail value of the entire giveaway. So since we give $50,000 cash on top of the truck, even though we paid around 85 grand for the truck, we also put 40 grand into labor and parts and paint and powder coat and wrap into the truck. So we have a lot more than 85 grand in the truck, but we're gonna value the truck based off of book value. So $85,000 for the truck, $50,000 in cash. Your total is $135,000. Now, when you win, if you win, what happens there? $135,000 will be added to your income for the year that you win. So if you win this year, it's gonna be in 2022. So you're gonna make an extra $135,000 on your income for 2022. So you're gonna have to pay income tax on that income. Now, income tax is, let's just say, average of 30%. 50 grand's going towards income tax. Now, you don't need to take my advice and you don't need to keep this for taxes, but it is recommended just so that when tax season does come and you need to pay the taxes, you don't have to just pop it up out of nowhere. You actually have it laying around because you saved the cash for the taxes. But again, for those of you that are winning a giveaway in the end of the year, you're much closer to tax season. If you win a giveaway in January, you don't have to pay the taxes on that until a full year after. So this truck specifically, whoever wins this is gonna have to pay taxes on it in a couple months after, which, I mean, again, that's all up to you guys. You're getting the cash to pay the taxes. You don't need to keep it for the taxes. I suggest you do, just so you don't have to just make money pop up out of nowhere when the tax season does come. But I mean, you're gonna have money left over. That's the whole point. So we give you enough cash to pay the taxes on the vehicle and still have enough left over to do whatever you want to do with the truck. I mean, I don't know exactly how much you're gonna have left over, but this is more than enough to cover the taxes. And that is one of the biggest things with LG&D, that we always, every single time we run a giveaway, we give enough taxes or tax money for you to pay your taxes on the vehicle. And it's been that way since the start. So if you win a vehicle from us, you don't have to worry about just making money pop up out of nowhere to pay the taxes on it, which you might have to do for some other giveaway companies. So be wary of that when you're entering for a giveaway, because there's a lot of them. There was a point in time where they were popping up a lot more than they are now, but I think that the ones that are still around now are maybe here to stay. I don't know. But again, just be wary when you enter. What are they giving away? What's the value of the total giveaway? And how much money are they giving you on top of the vehicle that they're giving away? If it's $10,000 for a $100,000 vehicle, if it's $10,000 cash and the total approximate retail value of the whole entire giveaway is $110,000, I'm sorry, but you are about 20 grand short on how much taxes you're gonna have to pay. So again, food for thought. But anyways, back to this truck. So you can win this thing, 2022 High Country Duramax, and $50,000 in cash to go with it. There's no strings, there's no gimmicks. It is 100% legit. And people say still to this day, it's usually the people that see us first for the first time ever that say it. The people that are commenting on our Facebook post, because we do run ads to people that aren't following us. So a bunch of random people will see the ads and immediately something goes off in their brain. They're like, scam. And they feel the need to comment it, and it's never going to stop. Speaking of scammers, there are a lot of scammers that pretend to be us. I'm gonna throw that in here right now, because not everybody is as intelligent as some others when it comes to avoiding being scammed in this world. So people still get scammed in today's day and age. It's sad because a lot of people fall into that trap, but there's nothing that we can do about it. There are a million pages that pop up, and they will follow you. They will follow you because you follow us. They'll see that you like a post from us. They'll see, oh, they have some interest in a giveaway. They're prime for picking. Let's go after them. Let's message them and let's say, hey, you just won this truck, but you have to pay us $800 or $1,000 or $1,500 to retrieve the truck. Please note that we will never require you to pay to retrieve a prize. So let's just say you get drawn to win. Let's just say that you get drawn as the grand prize winner for LG&D 30 right here. What's gonna happen then? Our agency gives you some forms, you fill them out. That's it, you're officially the winner. You don't pay anything. Once you enter, that is it. If you win off the entries that you entered with, that's it. You don't pay a dime, not a single dime, not a single dime. We pay for your flight to come out here. We contact you after you get drawn and you're officially cleared as the winner. We contact you. It goes on live, Instagram, all that. We fly you out here. You can bring a friend, family member, whatever. You spend the day with us. We hand you the keys. You sign the title to the truck. We give you the cash. Go get some food with you. Show you around Connecticut. Then you're on your way home. It's as simple as that. So don't get scammed, because I get messages here and there from people and they're like, I lost $800 to this scammer. Can you please help me? I'm like, there's nothing I can do. I'm sorry. Next time, try and depict the scammer. I'm sorry. That's it. So anyways, guys, LGD 30 is going on until November 11th. November 11th is the deadline to win this thing. So if you have never gotten entered into an LGD giveaway, I suggest you at least try it, because at the end of the day, all it takes is one lucky entry. I've been saying that for like 4 years now, since we started. But it's always been true, because one lucky entry is all that it takes to actually get drawn. What gets drawn when you get drawn as a winner? One entry. So if you have that one lucky entry in your order, then you, sir or ma'am, are walking away with a brand new truck and whatever you got. Maybe it's this hoodie, maybe it's a hat, maybe it's a jacket, maybe it's pants, maybe it's a t-shirt, I don't know. But anything on the website automatically enters you to win. So I would suggest you click that link below this video or type it out, lgdsupplyco.com. Browse the website. If you like anything, if anything catches your eye, grab it. You're automatically entered to win that and this. Simple as that. And then you never know. I mean, you could literally, there's been a situation, I believe it was LGD 15, where Mark Hamilton, and you can see this winner and all the rest of our past winners on our website and on YouTube. If you look up LGD Supply Co on YouTube, we'll come up. And we have literally videos of us throughout the whole entire day, on every single winner day, every single time that we've had a winner here, we document the whole entire thing. Them signing the title, them taking the cash, and then them driving off to go home. Complete strangers, picking them up, literally picking them up from the airport, bringing them back to the shop, spending our day with them, giving them the truck, and then they go home. So it's happened a bunch of times. It is not a scam. People actually win, and you could win this thing or any of our future giveaways. But one thing's for sure, one thing is for certain. If you do not get entered, guess what? You're not gonna win. And that's a fact. So at least get entered. If you like the truck, even remotely like the truck, get entered. You won't be complaining to me when you win the truck, even if you don't like it, because you got a cool hat. I guarantee you that. Now, people that got a cool hat that didn't win the truck might be upset. But that's why I always say, don't buy things that you don't like. If you like something, go ahead, grab it. You're getting entered to win a truck. But if you don't, please, I'm begging you, for the love of God, do not buy something you don't like. I wouldn't. You shouldn't either. Get something you like, and you're automatically entered to win that thing. It's as simple as that. I'm done talking. That's the overview video. You saw everything you need to know about the truck. LGD 31 is coming up as well. And then we also have a full year. LGD 31 will be the last giveaway of 2022. 2023, we have a lot of new stuff coming and a lot of changes coming. And I cannot wait for every single person, every single one of you watching this video, to see what unfolds in 2023. A lot of cool trucks, a lot of cool events, just a lot of cool things. So go get entered to win LGD 30, guys. You can see all the build specs there. If you didn't catch anything in this video, if you missed something, it's all on the website. All of our winners are on the website, and you might as well get entered while you're over there, okay? I'll see you next overview.